All right, here we go. Monday, January 23rd, almost to the end of January. So, as I told you guys last week, today I'm going to start a process, maybe turn into 30 days, maybe 100 days. But the deal I want to do right now is turn my book project into a journey. How could I create a journey within what content I have to work with? Because I believe that's the best way to connect with people. And so we're going to see how it goes and see where it leads us to. And I believe it'll reveal exactly where we need to go with it and how to get more out of it and create a greater experience that actually works towards my works towards my goals. So at the end of this, I'll get into core message, promise, and ideal reader. I'm going to do that at the end because I've already explained that to a lot of you guys. So if you're someone new, I'll explain that once I do day one here as far as our content goes. So, but today is about what is the goal? What are we trying to achieve here? I'm going to create this journey with the content of my book. What is my goal? Well, my goal is that you at the end of this, you're able to create experiences that redefine who you are. Because if we can do that, that's the key to connecting with this natural momentum, this force that's born into the world that really takes on a life of its own. So what I want to encourage you throughout this process is to take your energy, your effort, your strategy, your resources, and create experiences that not only create momentum, and I like to give this analogy. A locomotive train, when it first starts to generate, when you're first getting it going, it takes a lot of energy to get it moving. And a lot of times, that's not the fun part of the process when it comes to achieving. Getting that ball moving, getting that natural momentum working in your favor. That's not necessarily the fun part, but it can become exciting. And that's the point we want to get to, is where generating these experiences becomes exciting. Because once you get to that point, then something shifts, something moves. And what that is you start to become interested, a lot more interested in how your life's unfolding. I see people all the time, they're like binge watching TV shows. Man, have you been watching that? Do you know what's going to happen next? They're looking forward to how life is unfolding. And I'm all for that. I'm all for, enjoying the value that other people create in creating excitement to see how something's going to unfold. The work of their life, how the effort they're putting in there and getting people excited about how that's going to unfold. But if we look at the world, what draws the most eyeballs? What gets people's attention most? They want to see how something's unfolding. That's what draws interest. That's what draws attention. So if we think about that in terms, here's a question for you. How excited are you about getting up and seeing how your life unfolds? Where is that on a scale of 1 to 10? Because realistically, like I said, I enjoy the value of somebody else creating something that we can tune into and watch how it's going to unfold. But realistically, that should be secondary to this life we've been given. We've been given this amazing life to create whatever we want with it, especially if you live in the U.S. You're still free to do that as of right now. But how excited are you about that? Do you get up and are you pumped about how your life's going to unfold? You're putting your energy and effort into positioning yourself that you're going to have create experiences that redefine who you are. And once you get to that point, here's the cool thing, man, that takes on a life of its own. It starts generating things outside of your physical effort. Have you ever seen somebody, it's worked really hard to be successful, and now it's just creating things left and right now that they have they've worked to the point where they've really redefined themselves, and now it's just creating things left and right. You see it. You don't have to look far in the world, but that's what the content of this book about. This is about, this is what this journey that I'm working on creating every day now. We're going to see how it unfolds. Hopefully it gets to a point where we're pumped on, man, what's coming next? Because honestly, I don't know, this is a first for me. I don't know how it's going to unfold, but I know I've been doing this long enough. I know it's going to create some pretty cool stuff, and it's going to be awesome to be a part of, for me and myself and hopefully other people. But I want to encourage you to do that in your own life. That's what the book is about connecting our experiences, using that, our effort, our strategy, our resources to really connect, just like a locomotive does. Once you get that energy moving forward, then it takes a fraction of the energy to keep that momentum going. And that's the point where things just start, man, it gets really interesting. You're waking up going, okay, what's going to happen today? And that's living life. That's what this is all about. You can do it. I mean, my favorite, I guess, area you want to call it to do this in is racing. I like doing it in the industry of racing. That's a passion. That's a love of mine. But that's what I'm doing. I'm working to take my effort and energy to create experiences, value that generates a sense of what's going to happen next. So, man, I know it's a little bit long this morning. Again, here at the end, I just want to give you, what our ideal reader is. If you're tuning into this is for people that's hungry to win, who want to achieve something. Core message, how we get to that point, what's transformational about this is that we connect. We take our energy, effort, and resources and connect in a way that we're creating experiences that really move how we see ourselves. And the promise, here's the deal. If we do this, then we can enjoy the benefit of knowing that we're going to achieve the best possible outcome with where we're at right now. And that will continue to grow as you go on. But here's the deal. If you do this in this way, in this process, and you keep growing, what you do is you take the limits off what is possible. That's what excites me. And I think the cool thing about this is, a lot of people are like, man, I don't know if I want to spend all the time and energy and effort to do something great, because they feel like they're so far away from it. But the deal is, once you understand that this can get so exciting about what's going to happen next, how it's going to unfold, then it almost reverses. You're like, man, I don't want to be too close to the end, because I think there's so much value that can be created here, so many experiences I can live. It's crazy how things will start to shift and adapt. And to me, it's just really, really cool experience. I tell people all the time, I don't get on social media much. I do these in the morning, but a lot of times I don't get on there because I want to take the energy, effort, and time I have to position myself for new life experiences. And, I feel like I'm missing out a lot of times when I'm tuning into what's unfolding in other people's lives. So, man, I hope this helps somebody today. I hope you have a great Monday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with day 2. We're going to keep working this process. You guys have a great day.